Entertainment Schmig.
And it's brought to you by Plaza Motors. Jimmy Fallon with a funny Tom Brady joke last night.
Today, a judge overturned Tom Brady's 4-game suspension and will let him play in next week's opening game. I know you all agree it's a good idea. That's right, he's going to let him play. The judge said, after careful consideration from the evidence from both parties, I rule in favor of my fantasy football team. There you go, that's it. Papa needs them points.
Papa needs dem points. The day of Guy's surgery, I would normally tell you to go out and buy the CD from your favorite band, but I think buying Five Finger Death Punch's latest CD...
Is it out?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Got your six.
What's the name of the album?
Got your six.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You're a big fan from way
I
back.
thought that was another group.
Sesame Street doing their own version of the infamous When Harry Met Sally scene.
What?
What?
And now, dessert.
I'll have what they're having.
So wait
Not as bad.
and get a ticket for.
And really, if the kids are watching it, you put a little flavor in there for the adults.
You do, but just reading the headline, I was like, what?
You're worried?
Sesame Street? Line crossed? No. Still okay.
It's not as good as when Guy and I reenacted the ending of the movie.
Classic.
Oh, just beautiful.
Yeah.
You want to see two men kissing? That's it. That's the one. Where can you find it?
At Y98.com. Somewhere.
You're right.
You might
luck.
be searching for weeks. We're like that sheep in New Zealand that wandered off.
Giada De Laurentiis bringing back Parmigiano Reggiano. No, I do love some Giada on the Food Network. And she's become an empire. I mean, she came from famous parents, too, and a famous grandfather who was a famous director in Italy.
And she started, as a caterer?
Yeah.
Lived with a family, became, their cook. It's pretty impressive.
I love her. I love watching her. I have her cookbooks, the whole deal. And I guess the next time I buy something, half of it's going to her ex-husband, Todd Thompson. He's a designer for the store Anthropology. So I think
he's wealthy.
He does pretty well for himself, but now he's going to do even better. Giada's been ordered to pay Todd $9,000 a month in child support for their daughter. She's 7. Her name's Jade Marie. He also gets to keep their $3.2 million $1 million house in Pacific Palisades, $300,000 in art. Oh, and she has to give him 50% of the unpaid advances to cookbooks that are in the works.
Whoa. 3 of them, right?
Wow.
$2.5 million balance for Giada at Home or Weeknights with Giada. $2.3 million for Giada Feel Good Food. And about $750,000 for everyday pasta.
And I heard he's worth $15 million.
Yeah, she's worth 20. How do it happen?
That seems very close to me.
I don't know. They didn't sign a prenup, though. They didn't sign a prenup. She was very young. He's a lot older than she is. I mean, not.
What was the reason for the divorce?
I haven't heard anything.
Never really said.
It wasn't ugly like the Bobby Flay, Stephanie March.
Irreconcilable tastes.
Apparently.
That tastes terrible.
I think they realized that the selfies were really bad because her head is so large. That's Nick's. That's why he won't get his picture taken. He said his head.
He's got a big noggin.
big.
Dwarfs everyone else's.
Movies out in theaters today. Robert Redford in A Walk in the Woods. Also, Before We Go and The Transporter Refueled.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't have Jason Statham.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
No, but you know what? James Bond wasn't always Sean Connery.
By the way, Jason Statham should be James Bond.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I find him very attractive.
It's interesting.
And I've never found a Bond.
He's not
very
sophisticated, though. He's street.
I think he could be.
Yeah, did you see Patton Oswalt's theory on why...
I don't listen to anything that guy says.
It was interesting, though.
He is funny, but he was such a jerk when we talked to him.
I know. He had this whole theory because there's this whole hullabaloo over, Idris Elba being the next James Bond. Because the guy who's currently writing the Bond novels said that he's too street. So people are up in arms about that. And he said, I don't think so at all. The thing about 007 is he was like, his origins, he was like plucked from the streets, and he is street. But then they put him in a suit, and he can like pull off the suave thing too.
Yeah.
So you have to have that balance, and he thinks that he could pull it off. And then he went through all the past Bonds, and he's like, that's why Roger Moore wasn't the best Bond, because he was all suave and no street. You need to have a balance of the two.
So, that might not be a bad choice. But what's happening to, what's his name that's the Bond now?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig.
He probably only signed on for so many.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
It looks
What's he
like
done, 4?
Idris and Damian Lewis from Homeland are the favorites to be the next Bonds.
And he's British, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got
Or
red hair.
Irish.
So.
Is he Irish?
No, I think he's British.
All right.
Either way, I think he would be a good one, too. He was a good one. And celebrity birthdays today. It doesn't get any bigger than Beyonce. She's 34. Ione Skye from Say Anything is 45. And Dr. Drew is 57.
Whoa. Don't forget the biggest one today.
Tom Watson?
No.
Damon Wayans?
No.
Max Greenfield from New Girl?
No.
God, I do love
Schmidt?
him.
Come on.
Jerry Pfeiffer from Brentwood is 50.
Oh, Jerry Pfeiffer! Happy birthday! Happy birthday. That's Entertainment Schmig. More at 8:40. And don't forget, Schmig Schmackdown. Test what you've learned all week on the Schmig. This is our little homework assignment for the week. That comes at 7:40 on Y98.